Well, before starting this video, check if you forgot to like the up front and subscribe to the Nye channel. Thank you and enjoy watching. Top 10 Ways Coronavirus Changed Easter 2020. Easter is here by and by. Anyway, Easter 2020 will be recognized as the year we celebrated in separation due to COVID-19. A large portion of the world's customary Easter festivals are either dropped, or essentially adjusted to agree to the limitations set up to battle the fatal infection. Be that as it may, there are some exceptional manners by which we have empowered our networks to keep on getting a charge out of a portion of our preferred Easter exercises in detachment. Instead of meeting up in huge groups, the world is assembling online to observe Easter this year. Around the globe, it is the point at which we devour bounteous amounts of chocolate brought to us by little hairy well-evolved creatures. It is generally the ideal opportunity for Easter egg chases, cap marches and chocolate rabbits. The causes of Easter festivals go back to pagan occasions, when the long, cool European winters at long last finished. Most old celebrations were held around the equinoxes and solstices. Spring was the point at which the days out of nowhere got hotter, the snow melts and blossoms started to sprout, starting festivals to stamp this season of regrowth and restoration. Easter is additionally a period of incredible strict criticalness for some admirers around the globe, who assemble to observe Christ's demise and revivals. Throughout the years, the agnostic and Christian festivals became interwoven with the normal subject of birth and re-establishment. Numerous Easter conventions are normal around the globe. Easter egg chases, Easter cap marches and social occasions of loved ones who dining experience to commend the finish of Lent. We eat hot cross buns and heated merchandise which discover their causes in European festivals. A large number of us, despite everything, watch the strict custom of eating fish on Good Friday. Here's the means by which coronavirus has changed our Easter festivals this year. 10. Pope Francis favors a vacant square. A huge number of Catholic devoted customarily pack into the Vatican's St. Peter's Square to get the papal gift. Sacred Week festivities pull in a large number of admirers to Rome. Be that as it may, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, Pope Francis conveyed his delivers to an abandoned square as of late. The Urbi et Orbi, to the city and the world, supplication is presented at Christmas, Easter and when another pontiff is picked. The Pope's supplications for a conclusion to the pandemic were as yet heard over the globe anyway by means of live spilling and via web-based networking media. 9. Eating meat on Fridays. Customarily during Lent, a month and a half before Easter, Catholics are required to refuse eating meat on Fridays. Lent is generally a time of penance, refusal and atonement in anticipation of the Easter time frame. Numerous bishops around the globe have anyway alleviated their parishioners of this commitment during Lent 2020. As indicated by church pioneers, the dependable have just relinquished enough with the limitations and hardships brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. With worldwide basic food item deficiencies and many endeavoring to live as parsimoniously as could be expected under the circumstances, it has likewise gotten very hard to source fish, white meat and different nourishments to meet this Lenten commitment. Fish on Good Friday despite everything stands, be that as it may. 8. Empty places of worship. Despite strict section, Easter administrations are the feature of the church schedule, with some bigger administrations pulling in a great many admirers. Anyway, huge social affairs of chapel-goers were among the primary network occasions influenced in the endeavor to stem the spread of coronavirus, as places of worship had to close their ways to people in general. Easter will in any case go on, however, in an entirely unexpected organization, with parishioners checking out live gushed administrations from the confinement of their homes. Truth be told, St. Paul's Anglican Cathedral in Sydney set up an emergency course of action in the event of innovation disappointment or further limitations on Easter Sunday. The Easter Sunday service was pre-recorded on April 2, about 10 days ahead of schedule, to guarantee that admirers the nation over would have the option to tune into the Easter assistance. 7. No Easter egg hunts. Easter egg chases are a conventional Easter movement around the globe, as children on a fundamental level scramble to discover shrouded chocolate treasures. The pandemic has constrained the retraction of this customary occasion fun, with even the celebrated White House egg move in the U.S. dropped for the second time in its 140-year history. In any case, a few coordinators have thought of exceptional approaches to appreciate an Easter egg chase in seclusion. Networks are arranging virtual Easter egg chases to carry a little bliss and energy to Easter in separation. Enormous shaded paper eggs are designed and hung in windows, permitting local people to drive past and detect the eggs in the windows. A New Brighton inhabitant would not permit the coronavirus to ruin the enjoyment of Easter for nearby kids. Wearing her customary Easter bunny ensemble, Miss Bunny Hop has composed pre-filled bins of Easter treats, which will be given out to youngsters in a drive-through Easter egg chase at the town's neighborhood grocery store. 6. No Easter holidays. Easter possesses consistently been a well-known energy for a brief break to see loved ones, or basically appreciate a fast occasion by the ocean. Easter as a rule co-prompts with school occasions, anyway fatigued self-teaching guardians will be not able to appreciate even a short occasion this year under COVID-19 limitations. Easter this year will be a staycation, with specialists around the globe authorizing exacting travel bans which adequately drop Easter occasions. In Australia, inhabitants have been advised to drop all itinerary items, with robust fines gave out to travellers who ridicule the social separating laws. Essentially, French specialists are setting up barricades in an offer to stem the typical mass migration to shoreline and nation regions. 5. Easter celebrations dropped. Social separating and lockdowns have constrained the wiping out of a portion of the world's preferred Easter occasions. All major wearing and social occasions have been dropped, including the Edinburgh celebration, Salzburg's Easter festival and the UK Grand National Pony Race. In Australia, Sydney families customarily run to the Royal Easter Show, getting a charge out of the best of the state's domesticated animals and produce, exciting rides, expressions and specialties displays, bringing home show sacks loaded with treats toward the finish of a thrilling day. Because of the coronavirus, the show has been dropped just because since the Spanish flu pandemic in 1919. 4. Dinner for two. Around the globe, Easter has customarily been when families assemble to share a feast in festivity. Social separating measures, restricting get-togethers of multiple individuals, implemented lockdowns and the conclusion of most eateries and diversion settings will unquestionably change the manner in which we observe Easter in 2020. Be that as it may, in our new, computer-generated simulation and with a little imagination it is as yet conceivable to assemble with loved ones this Easter. Assembling by means of Skype or FaceTime for a virtual blowout is a one-of-a-kind way we can commend this year, while keeping up the exacting social removing rules. You just won't have the option to pass the hot cross buns over the table. 3. Private Easter Hoods Marches. During Easter week schools and preschools far and wide would regularly be facilitating the yearly Easter Cap March. Kids wear their cunningly made caps decorated with Easter rabbits, eggs, streamers and blossoms. Chic ladies customarily line up for Easter cap marches wearing their most recent millinery structures. Easter caps marches this year will be restricted to the overhang, or, best case scenario, taking the trash container out to the curbside. The starting points of Easter caps originate from the convention of making another cap to wear to chapel on Easter Sunday. Ladies would praise spring, designing their caps with blossoms, trim and strips as an image of resurrection and restoration. In any case, the idea of an Easter bonnet march didn't get mainstream until 1933, with musician Irving Berlin's verses to Easter Parade. The famous tune about ladies strutting along Fifth Avenue in their Easter caps included in musicals and movies. Today the custom of finishing an Easter cap is an extraordinary, fun movement ahead of the pack up to Easter. 2. Netflix gorge. With around 1.5 billion individuals overall arranged to remain inside over Easter, film-gushing administrations, for example, Netflix, have gotten progressively well known as we while away the fatigue of disconnection. Unfit to travel, numerous individuals this Easter will marathon watch motion pictures and narratives to sit back during the special seasons. You may even locate some extraordinary Easter motion pictures to get you into the soul of the period. 1. Business as regular for the bunny. Ideally, the Easter bunny will have the option to mysteriously bounce around, venture out limitations to convey his bushel heaps of eggs to kids far and wide on Easter morning. As indicated by veterinary guidance, rabbits are not powerless to COVID-19. This baffling hare is attributed with acquiring Easter eggs to kids' numerous Western societies. Anyway, the specific causes of the Easter rabbit are indistinct. Rabbits were frequently included conventional fruitfulness celebrations which happened across Europe to praise spring. They can likewise be seen in numerous medieval craftsmanships and strict lit-up writings. Hares are especially productive reproducers, so are an incredible image of ripeness and resurrection. It's in this manner not astounding that they were a focal topic in many spring celebrations. Rabbits conveying shaded eggs were initially part of German old stories, going back to the 17th century, when a German writer referenced the idea of bunnies bringing Easter eggs. German workers carried their conventional Easter hare with them. This in the end developed into the present-day Easter bunny, which filled in as a well-known showcasing instrument for business chocolate Easter eggs during the 19th century. In the event that you enjoyed the video, remember to put a like. Subscribe into my channel. 36.6 You, do not be sick. See you in the next videos.